Hey everybody, welcome to the Nerd Entertainment Network. This is the co-main event for Ground Zero today. We got Hunter Chambless going up against Jeremy Adams. Oh my god, what a match.
This is the horror championship
Yes,
match.
absolutely. Very, very excited for this one. Two great competitors in horror. I know they know their stuff. So let's get right into it with the promos.
All right, guys, here we are. Co-main event for Ground Zeroes for the Interim Horror Trivia Challenge Championship. And I'm taking on Jeremy the Adam Adams, a man I've beaten before in this league. Now it's time for me to do it again, and this time bring the gold back to Hitman Industries. This is what I was talking about. This is destiny. This is written in the stars. And this is just the beginning of my reign of terror.
Wow.
All right.
From close to retirement, I think last match.
I don't know.
That was MTC.
I don't know if I want to know what a reign of terror from Hunter looks like, but maybe we'll find out.
I'm terrified.
All right.
Jeremy's probably in better shape than we are, though.
Probably, yeah. All right. Yeah. So let's without further ado, let's bring in our first competitor. Entering first, Hunter the Hitman Chambless.
How you doing?
Guys? I'm ready, man. Let's get that gold. Let's go.
I got some questions for y'all. Well,
I'm ready here.
Chad wrote some of these. All right. So, I need to do the timer. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. How this works, Hunter, as you know, this is the speed round. We have 8 questions of basic general horror trivia for you. We will give you your questions. You will have 60 seconds on the clock to go through these. If you can't think of one right away, say pass. We'll skip it. Come back to it if you get through the rest of the questions. And you'll have until the timer runs out. And are you ready?
Well, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely. Here we go. Timer on the clock. And the timer will begin when I finish the first question.
All right.
In Halloween Resurrection, what is the name of the reality show competition being streamed live from Michael Myers' childhood home?
Pass.
What song does the Wilson family sing along to in the 2019 film Us?
I got 5 on it.
What is the name of the spaceship that is in the backdrop of Jason X?
Pass.
Who plays Quentin Smith's dad, Alan Smith, in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Clancy Brown.
In Creature from the Black Lagoon, David Reed works at an aquarium in which U.S. state?
California.
In Eraserhead, what is the room number of the beautiful girl across the hall?
1040.
Who directed Firestarter?
Pass.
Candyman 3, Day of the Dead was released in what year?
1995.
In Halloween Resurrection, what is the name of the reality show competition being streamed live from Michael Myers' childhood home?
Crank That.
What is the name of the spaceship that is...
Time.
Well, hello, everybody. Yes, it is me, Jeremy the Adam Adams, and apparently somehow I still don't quite understand how I'm playing in a horror championship in this league, even though I kind of lost in the tournament that they had. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll give it a shot. I love horror movies. I don't consider myself, the ultimate horror expert or anything, but I love the movies, and I'm playing somebody that is always awesome to play against today. So we'll see what I can do. Let's see, maybe the unexpected will happen and a chill will go through everyone that isn't me as I maybe win this today, which I don't really know, but you never know. So, all right, let's do it.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I mean, there's less fire from Jeremy there, but hey, he loves horror movies. We love horror movies.
And he's got a kick-ass Haunted Mansion poster in his background. That thing is pretty sweet.
Absolutely. There you go. Okay, so let's bring him in, see what he knows.
All right.
Introducing second, Jeremy, the Adam Adams. How's it going, Jeremy?
Going good. Nice to see you guys.
All
You
right.
too.
All right, great. Yeah, you too. All right, so let's go through this. So yeah, how this works, it's a speed round. There's 8 questions from like general horror trivia, and you'll have 60 seconds on the clock to go through them. If you come up to a question that you can't quite pull right away, you could just say pass, and we'll move on to the next question. We'll come back to it if we get through the rest of the questions, and yep, we'll go until the time runs out.
And there, you don't lose a point for guessing. It's you can only gain points in this round.
All right.
All right. If you understand the rules, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Absolutely. The timer will start as soon as I end the first question. In Halloween Resurrection, what is the name of the reality show competition being streamed live from Michael Myers' childhood home?
Pass.
What song does the Wilson family sing along to in the 2019 film Us?
Pass.
What is the name of the spaceship that is in the backdrop of Jason X?
Pass.
Who plays Quentin Smith's dad, Alan Smith, in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Pass.
In Creature from the Black Lagoon, David Reed works at an aquarium in which U.S. state?
Florida.
In Eraserhead, what is the room number of the beautiful girl across the hall?
Pass.
Who directed Firestarter?
Lewis. Oh no. It's Richard Fleischer.
Time.
All right. All right. So now we will go through the questions and the answers to the questions for round 1. In Halloween Resurrection, what is the name of the reality show competition being streamed live from Michael Myers' childhood home? Dangertainment. What song does the Wilson family sing along to in the 2019 film Us? I Got 5 on it.
Yeah.
What is the name
And
of the
Hunter got that one right.
What is the name of the spaceship that is in the backdrop of Jason X? Grendel. Who plays Quentin Smith's dad, Alan Smith, in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake? Clancy Brown.
Hunter also got that one.
In Creature from the Black Lagoon, David Reed works at an aquarium in which U.S. state? California.
And
What?
as well, yeah.
In Eraserhead, what is the room number of the beautiful girl across the hall? Room 27. Who directed Firestarter? Mark L. Lester.
Oh man.
Candyman 3 Day of the Dead was released in what year? 1999.
That's
So,
right.
To recap our score, currently we have Hunter leading the way with 3 points. Jeremy unfortunately did not get any points in that round. I don't blame him. I think I would not have gotten any points in that
I
round.
guessed most of those.
Yeah, those were pretty tough, but I mean, hey, a 3-point lead, anything can still happen in this game.
And we still got 4 more rounds.
Oh yeah, this is a big one. So let's go into round number 2. Round number 2 is the quotes round. So we have 4 different quotes. 2 are from Hunter's strengths that he gave us, and 2 are from Jeremy's strengths that he gave us. So basically how this works is we will start with Hunter.
Yeah.
We will start with Hunter, and we will give him a quote from one of his strengths. He will need to give us the character who said the quote, the actor who portrays or actress who portrays that character, the film it's from, and the year the film was released.
So we're looking for 4 things worth a total of 4 points, 1 point each.
Absolutely. And if Hunter does or anybody does get their quote wrong or part of the quote wrong, then we will go to the opponent. The opponent will get a chance to steal any of those 4 points that the original person got wrong. And so we will start with Hunter here with his first quote. And this comes in this, of course, the Scream franchise. All right. So let's go with the first quote. Are you ready, Hunter?
Yep.
All right. I like the stab movies. They're scarier. It's not aliens or zombies or little Asian ghost girls. There's something real about a guy with a knife who just snaps.
Scream 4, 2011, Kristen Bell. I want to say Trudy.
You got 3 points there. So we'll go over to Jeremy, and Jeremy needs to tell us what the character name is.
Is it Rachel?
It is not Rachel. We were actually looking for Chloe.
Rachel was very close though. Rachel was.
It's another character, yeah.
Yeah.
Both
the
of
other
those.
Pac-One.
Both of those.
Rachel was in a
Yes,
Pac-Man, correct?
Yeah, so they were in the same scene. Yeah.
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 Did you say the answer?
Yep, I said it was
Okay.
Chloe. Yep,
It's Chloe.
absolutely. All right, so now we will go to Hunter's second quote here. All right, so this one comes in the Conjuring proper franchise. So the first 3 Conjurings.
Yeah.
All right, here is the quote. You are Valak, the Defiler, the Profane, the Maquis of Snakes. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, I condemn you back to hell.
Alright, so Vera Farmiga, Lorraine Warren, The Conjuring 2, 2016.
You got all 4 points.
Let's go!
All right, perfect. Well, there's no steals in that one. So now we will go to Jeremy for his first quote, and he chose the Jaws franchise. All right, are you ready, Jeremy, for your first quote?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Now, fellas, this is not the time or the place to perform some kind of a half-assed autopsy on a fish.
I'm going to go with Martin Hooper, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws 1975.
You got 2 points there. So we will throw it right back over to Hunter, and he needs to give us the character name and the actor name.
Do you want to reread the quote?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'll read the quote. Now, fellas, this is not the time or the place to perform some kind of a half-assed autopsy on a fish. Didn't do that before. I forgot about that.
I'm pretty much going to guess on the character. I'm going to say, is it Sheriff Brody?
It is not Sheriff Brody. It is
Mayor Vaughn.
Murray Hamilton as
It says Mayor Larry Vaughn.
Larry Vaughn. Okay.
I was between those 2 characters, and I went the wrong way.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Still a lot more game left to play, and you have another quote, and that comes in the Hannibal Lecter franchise. So yeah. So here we go with that quote. All right. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head.
I'm going to say Jack Crawford, Scott Glenn, Silence of the Lambs 1991.
That's correct for all 4 points.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
knew all of that too.
Nice.
I was thinking, could it have been Chilton? I don't think so. I was like vacillating just a
Good
little.
job, Jeremy.
We definitely went the right way this
Nice.
time, and
Yeah.
yeah, you're making it a game. So let's go get on with the show. So we will transition.
Well, let's give a score update.
Oh, yeah, let's give a quick
first.
score update, of course.
So in that round, Hunter got 7 points and Jeremy got 6. So the total so far is Hunter leading with 10 points to Jeremy 6.
Oh, it's still a game. All
Still
right.
a game.
Because round 3 is gain a point, lose a point. Am I
Yep.
correct on that? Well, I'm correct on that. All right. So now we will go into those questions. It's going to be 4 questions in just general round of general trivia. And so we will give that. This is a whiteboard round. We ask a question, You get it right, you gain a point. You get it wrong, you lose a point. It's
And
that
if you
simple.
don't answer, you lose a point. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yes. You can't just blankboard it and have nothing happen to you. Okay, so we will get into that, and so we will get started with round number 3. So the first question in round 3 comes in remakes and reboots. Who directed the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go to Hunter.
Yeah, nothing.
Jeremy?
I know who the guy is. He directed Green Day videos, but I cannot remember his name.
All right. Well, we were looking for Samuel Bayer. So
Samuel Baer. I wanted to say Stuart Baird, but I knew that was wrong.
All
That
right.
is completely wrong.
It's close. Samuel Baer, Stuart Baird.
So we'll go, very close names. So we'll go to round number. We'll go to question number 2, and this one comes in the category of slashers. Okay, how many Friday the 13th films were released in the 1980s? There's not a lot of great movies in this one, but they're sometimes fun. Okay.
I have a comment, but I'm not gonna say it.
2, 1, and we will go to Jeremy this time first.
8.
And Hunter.
I said 5.
It was 8.
Good job, Jeremy.
All right.
The point.
Catching up. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Who stars?
What category is it?
Oh, it is 2000s. Who stars as Jennifer in Jennifer's Body? This may or may not be kind of an easy one,
I wanted to do something.
and it's a film that has grown a lot on me. I really like it.
I love this
It's a
movie.
very good film. It's very underrated. All right. I'll forego the countdown because it looks like they're ready. And we'll go to Hunter first.
Megan Fox.
And Jeremy.
Her best performance is in the Eminem video, I Love the Way You Lie.
All right. Well,
Sadly true.
both got that right. So now we will go to the final question in round number 3. And this is in the category of mixed bag. It can be anything,
Because
really.
I couldn't fit in another.
All right. So, which Stephen King adaptation was directed by John Carpenter? John Carpenter's the man.
Yeah.
One of the greats.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So is Stephen King. So this is a great combination here. All right.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like they're both ready. I'll forgo the countdown again, and we'll start with Jeremy this time.
Christine.
Hunter.
Christine.
Both right.
Nice
All right.
job.
What's the score update after round 3?
All right, so evening out, Hunter netted 0 points for that round, and Jeremy actually netted 2 points.
No.
So
10 to 8.
10 to 8.
All right. I'll catch
Wow.
him up.
Yeah.
Dude, this is getting intense. All right. Well, we will go on to round number 4, which I believe is the deep cuts round. All right. So we will have to go to those deep cut questions. All right. So now we will have a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer in deep cuts. And so here we go. This is also a whiteboard round, right? Yes. Okay. So, you get it right, you get the point value, either 2, 3, or 5, or you don't get anything. You don't lose anything.
You don't
though,
lose
so
those points.
that's perfect. All right. So we will start with the 2-pointer, and that is in the category of supernatural. What is the name of the satanic goat in The Witch? Or The Vivitch? And this is a great film. Robert Eggers is amazing. I love him.
I love The Witch so much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Hunter.
Black Phillip.
Jeremy.
Couldn't remember, and I've written that question before.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. All right, so now we will go to the 3-point question.
That is correct, right? Black
Yeah,
That is
sorry,
correct.
that's
Sorry.
correct. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
Black Phillip.
So we'll go to the 3-point question in round number 4, and that comes in the category of 1980s. What band composed the score for the 1985 movie Phenomena? I don't think I've seen this one. This is a pretty hard question. But, there's reasons for that.
Because the 5-pointer is even harder.
It might be even harder. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Looks like everybody might be ready,
Yeah.
so we'll go to Jeremy first.
Stereo Argento, so Goblin?
We will go to Hunter.
I said Metallica. I didn't realize it was.
Goblin is correct.
Good
All
job,
right,
Jeremy.
catching up. All right, so now we will go to the 5-point.
I just watched the Spirit today. I saw that. Come on.
5.5. Oh, that's right. I know where it is. All right. For 5 points in round number 4. Name all 3 actors who played Tommy Doyle in the Halloween franchise. I was wondering if this was going to be too hard.
It's hard
And-
because it's too hard because of.
And then we got a noise, so
Yeah.
it probably was too hard.
It is the 5-pointer though.
Yeah, it's for 5 points in a deep cut round.
Give us 20 seconds for this one, please, because they
All
are.
right, we'll give you 20
We'll
seconds.
just
Absolutely.
give you it.
Hunter's gonna get it. Hunter's totally got it. I studied one of the names and it just is not in my head.
All right, 5, 4,
I think together we will have all 3.
3,
Yeah.
potentially. Let's go to Hunter first this time.
So I only had 2. I had Anthony Michael Hall and Paul Rudd.
Those were the easy ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's go to Jeremy.
Those are the ones I had. I
Yeah.
studied the kid today and I just can't remember.
I can't think his name.
I was wondering if I would do name 2 of them.
It's a
but-
good 5-pointer.
Yeah,
That's an excellent
that's a good
5-pointer.
5-pointer.
So anyways, yeah, the last name you guys didn't get was Brian Andrews, the little kid in the
All right.
original
Ah!
Yeah,
Halloween
Brian Andrews.
film.
I watched that movie twice this week.
There's always something, even when you
Yeah.
study it so hard. It's
Yeah.
always something. All right, well, we'll score update, Carrie.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure got the score all right. All right. So Hunter got 2 points in that round, and Jeremy got 3, which brings the score to 12 Hunter, 11 Jeremy.
Oh
Boy,
it's
my
looking
god!
Very
Yeah.
close.
It's not. I'm already happy. It's not a knockout.
No, I mean we were up. We had a 3-point deficit in
Yeah.
the round 1, and now we're 1-point deficit.
Goes to show round
insane.
3 and 4 can change anything.
This is
Yeah.
insane. So yeah, so let's see what happens because round number 5 is the wheel round. We got 2 different category strengths from each of these competitors, and they were movies of their choice basically. And then we added a 5th movie. So we will go through. I will tell the things, and then I'll bring up the wheel. All right. So the movies were Scream 1996, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Scream 4, The Witches from 1990, and the bonus one was Halloween 1978.
I'm noticing a theme here.
Right? Spin the wheel. All right. So we would have to go to Jeremy first because he's behind. So if you're ready, Jeremy, we have. Go ahead.
Oh, were you going to explain the reasons?
Yes, I was going to do that right
you
now.
Go ahead.
So all of these questions have a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. So we're going to start with your 2-pointer.
Yeah.
You do have 1 respin on any of the 2-pointer, 3-pointer, 5-pointer, but you can only use it once. So maybe save it, maybe not. Depends on your strategy. All right. So if you're ready, we will begin with your first spin.
Okay.
Ready? Cool.
Yep.
All right. Here's the spin is in. If you can see it, I'm not sure. Probably not. It is Scream.
Scream.
I'll take it.
All right.
All right.
He's going to take the 2-pointer in Scream. All right. Jeremy, for 2 points. Who plays Tatum Riley?
Rose McGowan.
That is correct for 2
Yep.
points. All right. So now we kick it over to Hunter for his
Yep.
2-pointer because Jeremy is now in the lead. All right. So Hunter, for your first spin, here we go. Halloween. He's going to take it. He said he watched this a lot. Let's see what he knew.
What is the name of the little girl who Annie babysits?
There you
That
go.
is-
There we go. Lindsay.
That is correct for 2 points. Hunter's back in the lead, right?
Yeah.
So now we will
Yep.
go back
Jeremy
to
for
Jeremy.
3-pointer.
My turn.
2 points. And your spin is in. Scream 4. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'm just gonna keep it because I'm gonna try to keep the respin for my 5.
That is not a bad.
Probably gonna
strategy
screw up.
there. All right. So we're gonna go to Scream 4 for your 3-pointer. Whose house serves as the setting for the scene where the killers are revealed?
Is it not Jill Roberts' house?
It is not Jill Roberts'
Kirby's
It was
house.
Kirby's house. Yes. All right.
So gone
So
the other way.
stay with Jeremy
First
for
5-pointer.
his 5-point spin, and he still has a respin in case he needs it. Halloween.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try the respin, I guess.
All right, respinning on Halloween. And Scream.
I can't believe that.
All right. Well, let's see. In Scream for 5 points and to pass it back to Hunter. How long is the delay from Gail's video camera transmitting to the news van?
Oh, man. Crap. I love this scene, too. I should have paid attention to this.
Remember, you have repeats, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, repeat.
All right. How long is the delay from Gail's video camera transmitting to the news van? I believe Jeremy has one more repeat.
Yes,
Okay.
he does. He hasn't used
I'm
it.
not going to waste our time. Good game, Hunter. I'm just going to say 20 seconds.
Very close.
So close.
Very close. It was actually
It's
30
30 seconds.
I almost said 30. Damn it.
and your winner.
Yes!
The Hitman Chambless.
Let's go!
All right.
Destiny.
How's it feel, Hunter?
Destiny. I finally hold a title in this league. My God, Jeremy, what a match. What a comeback. Oh, holy shit, man. I thought you had it. Not gonna lie.
I did.
I prepared myself to answer questions. Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, we all know just how great Jeremy is at trivia, but Hunter just happened to get a lot of.
Well, and that wheel and
Oh,
Scream
that
and
wheel
Jeremy, it
was
just
not
did
on-
not want to stay. Go
not
back
on
and
Jeremy's
Scream.
side at all today, and that's just how it happens sometimes. How you feeling, Jeremy?
Oh, I feel pretty good. Yeah, I'm annoyed that, obviously 30 seconds was the first thing I thought, and I was just like, it can't be that easy. It's a 5-pointer. It's got to be something, I knew it was in that range. So, but
Yeah.
that's just what happens. But I haven't really been in the swing of playing too many trivia matches lately, and I don't consider myself the ultimate expert on horror, like I said. So the fact that it wasn't a knockout, it wasn't a TKO, I made Hunter work for it, but I always kind of knew it was going to be Hunter's game today, but he had to earn it, and now he can hold his head high and say, you're in that belt, and he should feel confident when he defends it. And I'm just hoping that's not me, because this stuff is too stressful. Someone else can go for that.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into a specific type of league like this, it's like the Star Wars league over in the Schmodown. You really got to know that horror stuff sometimes, and sometimes it gets really deep. I'd say some of these questions were very, very hard. Maybe the ones we didn't write were actually probably harder.
I don't know. I think we wrote some hard.
We wrote some pretty hard questions
round
too. So,
3 questions.
but I think we kept it a little even, and I feel like everybody had fun today, and so Hunter pulled out a win today, but Jeremy made it really, really, really close. It was a barn burner for quite a bit there, and we had a lot of fun hosting, and anything anybody else wants to say before we wrap this thing up?
Congrats again, Hunter.
Thank you, Jeremy. Again, guys, this is the co-main event. The main event is champion versus champion title versus title. Robert Castner taking on Ryan Payne. So check out that match. Thank you to Carrie and Chad for hosting this match. Jeremy, always an honor playing you, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So I guess that's where we will end it.
See you later.
All right, guys, welcome back to Ground Zero. This is your main event of the evening, the MTC Undisputed Championship match. I'm your host, Hunter Chambless, and I'm joined by a special co-host. He is back, Hollywood, Corey Quinto.
Thank you. I had to duck up this little blazer. Right, this is not my typical lucky jacket, but it is a jacket because it's time for a big championship match, and I'm glad to be here for this big main event.
Yeah, so we have the MTC Singles Champion Robert Castner taking on the MTC Nerdom Champion Ryan Payne. The winner will become the Undisputed Movie Trivia Challenge Champion of the world. So, guys, this is a very highly anticipated matchup. So let's get into the promos right now.
This is definitely where I did not find myself being. Now, not saying I was ever going to find myself going against Robert. Obviously, I wanted to play against Robert. I just thought I'd, take the small steps going towards there. But this is a different scenario. Spent most of my time focusing in Nerdom, trying to learn the format there, trying to become the best I want to be in that division. So now I'm playing against Robert, champion against champion, not just an exhibition match. This is to determine who's going to be the undisputed champion. Now, I'll be honest, 4 out of 5 times, I would say Robert will come out on top because I have seen his work. I know how good he is. I know exactly how dangerous he is. Now, where does that sit me? No idea. But one thing I do know is that I'm coming in this match. I'm going to give as much as I can. I'm going to put everything out there. And by the end of this, I'm either going to walk out as the undisputed champion or I'm going to start back from scratch. And you know what? That's fine. Who knows exactly where I'm going to go? But one thing's for sure. I'm not hanging that in the back. I'm not hanging that behind me just as proof that I can buy merchandise. No, I'm going to have this behind me to prove that no matter how many matches I play, win or lose, you're going up against the best in the world. I may not be the best at what I do, but I'm going to be the best at proving everybody wrong. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prove people wrong.
Passionate promo by Caramel Mountain, Ryan Payne. I love to see it. Corey, thoughts on that promo?
I love I mean, I can see the passion. The passion is there. How much he really wants it. How much he really wants it. Like, truth be told, we used to train together in the same group until he left me. But I still have a lot of respect for Ryan and what he wants to do today, and what he wants to do today. So, who knows? Will he come out as the face of Nerd Entertainment Network? We will find out. Let's bring him in.
We will. All right. Introducing first, he is the MTC Nerdom Champion of the World, Caramel Mountain, Ryan Payne. All right, Ryan, I will explain to you how round number 1 works. Round number 1 is a speed round, 60 seconds on the clock. The clock will not start after I finish asking the first question. You have unlimited skips, so if you do not know an answer, pass. If we have time at the end of all 8 questions, we'll come back to all the skipped questions. You cannot use your extension or your challenges in this round. We'll come back at round number 2. Do you understand?
Okay. No extension challenge in this round. Okay. Just a simple speed round format. Got it.
Yep. All right. So I will start with your first question. Are you ready? All right.
Nobody ever is.
Fair point. In The Matrix, what city is the last refuge of free humans?
Zion.
Who composed the score for The Incredible Hulk?
Craig Armstrong.
Who plays Pretty Ricky Collin in Creed?
Pass.
What year saw the release of Wait Until Dark?
1967.
Who directed 2010's Clash of the Titans?
Pass.
What Bond film was the first to star Roger Moore?
Live and Let Die.
Who plays Ender in Ender's Game?
Asa Butterfield.
What comedy has this quote? Come on, this project is called Rock Band. I'm talking about bands that rock. Led Zeppelin.
Pass.
Who plays Pretty Ricky Conlon in Creed?
Pass.
Who directed 2010's Clash of the Titans?
Pass.
What comedy has the quote, come on people, this project is called Rock Band. I'm talking about bands that rock. Led Zeppelin.
The Rocker.
All right, that is the end of round number 1 for Ryan. We'll take you on bringing your opponent right now.
Whoa. Look where we are, everyone. Have the light shine on all of us and see what they reveal. What is being revealed? I won a title from Mr. Hollywood, and now I'm here going for kind of the granddaddy of all titles. And who am I playing? Someone who is as well versed in geek and regular movies as myself, maybe even more so, Mr. Ryan Payne. I've played him a number of times. A lot of times it was he was getting the better of me. I got the better of him the last time we ever played. I'm hoping that continues an upward trajectory and trend. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to continue upward trends. Like all of those cool technology applications and stuff before me, off the rails. That's how this promo is going. But that's what I'm hoping to do to Ryan, is take him off the rails a bit. Ryan, cool dude, like you, but I'm here to succeed. That's what we're going to do here today. Good luck. Better luck to me.
Robert, sounding kind of cocky over there. I like it. Corey?
I mean, for someone like Rob, I always look at Robert as like a tortoise in the hare kind of. If you look at Robert's matches all across the families, I always look at Robert as like the tortoise in the hare situation, where it's like slow and steady wins the race. But once it's like he always starts off, and I've noticed he always starts off very slow. But once we get to that final round, that deep cuts round, it's like you got it. It's like I always look at like you need to go perfect to beat him. So like, can his continuation of like his. Can he continue that mentality of the tortoise and the hare and that deep cuts? Will it treat him kindly, or will we see the trajectory fall? We will find out.
That's a great point. All right, let's bring him in. Introducing the next competitor. He is the MTC Singles Champion of the World, Robert Ghost Castner. All right, I'll explain to you how this works. Round number 1 is a speed round, 6 seconds on the clock to enter 8 questions, 4 from your strengths, 4 from Ryan's strength. You have unlimited extension. So if you don't know an answer, you can pass it. If we have time at the end of all 8 questions, we will come back to all the skip questions. You do not have any extensions or challenges in this round. Then we'll come back to round number 2. Do you understand?
I do understand. Thank you.
All right. So the clock will now start after Corey asks your first question. Corey, please ask Robert his first question.
I will, but also considering that Robert was the one that made me go into retirement, I want to point out shuffleboard retirement's nice. The pool bar is open every day in Vista del Boca, and shuffleboarding is at 6:00 tonight. So I'm enjoying my retirement's going great.
I hope it's a swim up bar.
It is actually. All right, but let's do it. So your speed round, Robert's going to begin now. In the Matrix, what city is the last refuge of free humans?
Zion.
Who composed the score for The Incredible Hulk?
Craig Armstrong.
Who plays Pretty Ricky Collin in Creed?
Pass.
What year saw the release of Wait Until Dark?
1967.
Who directed 2010's Clash of the Titans?
Pass.
What Bond film was the first to star Roger Moore?
Live and Let Die.
Who plays Ender in Ender's Game?
Asa Butterfield.
What comedy has the quote, "Come on, this project is called Rock Band. I'm talking about bands that rock." Led Zeppelin.
School of Rock.
Who plays Pretty Ricky Collin in Creed?
No. Pass.
Who directed 2010's Clash of the Titans?
Pass. If we're at 60 seconds, just call it.
All right. That is the end of your round.
Yep.
All right.
So we will bring back Ryan, have a score update and the recap right now. All right, guys. At the end of round number 1, we have Robert in the lead with 6, Ryan behind with 5. Here are the correct answers. In the Matrix, what city is the last refuge of free humans? Zion. Who composed the score from The Incredible Hulk? Craig Armstrong. Who plays Pretty Ricky Collin in Creed? Tony Bellew. What year saw the release of Wait Till Dark? 1967. Who directed 2010's Clash of the Titans? Louis Leterrier. What Bond film? There we go. What Bond film was the first to star Roger Moore? Live and Let Die. Who plays Ender in Ender's Game? Asa Butterfield. And what comedy has the quote, "Come on, this project is called Rock Band. I'm talking about bands that rock." Led Zeppelin. School of Rock.
Motorhead.
Although the rocker that Ryan gave, that's not a bad guess.
Yeah,
No?
but it was more obvious now once you said the answer.
Yeah.
All right,
Rock
so we
and
go.
Band.
So we go into round number 2, which works like this. Both Ryan and Robert have given me 2 either actors, directors, franchises, or genres that they want to hear a quote from. In order to get 4 points, you need the character, the actor, the movie, and the release year, each worth 1 point apiece. Whatever you miss, your opponent can steal for those amount of points, and I will tell the opponent what they need to get in order to gain those points, all right?
Is this written?
No, you don't have to write it down, but you can write it down if you want.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so since Robert is in the lead, he can choose to go first or defer.
I will defer to my better-hatted competitor. He just looks nicer than me.
All right, Ryan, are you ready for your first quote?
Let's go.
It's in the category of Big Willie, Will Smith. There we go.
Woo.
And your quote is, "I go out, I work my butt off to make a living. All I want is to come home to a nice clean house with a nice fat steak on the table. But instead, I get this."
That was just the movie, right? Or we need more?
Character, actor, movie, and year.
Oh.
60 seconds on the clock as well.
Okay, well, the year is 1997. The movie is Men in Black. The actor is Vincent D'Onofrio, and the character is Edgar.
That is all correct.
I didn't even realize that was the new rule. That you upped it to 4 and not 2.
That it was put together in Nerdom, so
Yeah.
it was not sure if it was going to be the same for singles.
Well, here we stand. We're set.
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing it. I guess I missed the pitch meeting.
All right, and your second quote is in the category of Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars.
Okay.
And your quote is, "Save the rebellion, save the dream."
Okay, year is 2016. The movie is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Don't know if the full title needed. Character. Oh my god. Okay, actor Forrest Whitaker. Character. Oh my god, why are you slipping my mind? Saw Gerrera.
That is correct for 4 points.
I was
Bringing
thinking
Ryan
Saul for a second. I'm like, wait,
13
no, not Saul.
13 points.
All right, now we go to Robert. All right, Corey, please give Robert his first quote.
I will. And your first quote, Robert, is going to be in the category of Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
And your quote is, and we need obviously the 4 things. So your quote is, "Gentlemen, I know Americans aren't apt to let a little thing like unconventional surrender get in the way of a good war."
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna shoot this. 2009 Inglourious Bastards, Hans Landa and Christoph Waltz.
Ryan, that is all
4
incorrect. So
deal.
for a 4 points, do I give him the quote again?
Holy.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so Ryan, I'm going to give you the quote again. So it's, "Gentlemen, I know Americans aren't apt to let a little thing like unconditional surrender get in the way of a good war."
It's not the same movie. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Unconditional surrender get in the way of a good war. Holy crap. I mean, if it's... Was it Inglourious Bastards? I mean, if it's not Inglourious Bastards, then I'm gonna say, freaking hell.
25 seconds.
I'll just say,
15 seconds.
I'll go with the Hateful Eight, Walter Goggins. I forgot his character. Year 2016.
You got one of them.
One of those.
You got 1 point. You got the Hateful Eight. The year was actually 2015. The actor is Tim Roth, and the character is Oswaldo Mowbray.
Okay.
So Ryan gets 1 steal, right? 1 point.
Yes. So Ryan's at 14. Robert's at 6.
All right. So
Holy shit.
all right, and Robert's second quote is going to come in the Wizarding World, and your quote is, "Brilliant, Snape. Once again, you put your knee and penetrating mind to the task, and as usual, come to the wrong conclusion."
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, 2004. Gary Oldman and Sirius Black.
That is correct. All 4.
Yep.
No idea how relevant that quote is till even now.
All right, guys. So at the end of round number 2, we have Ryan with 14, Robert behind with 10, going into round number 3, which in the championship round is the gain 1, lose 1 round. There are 4 questions in this category in this round. Both competitors will write down the same answer. You get it right, you get 1 point. You miss it, you lose 1 point. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will take the odds. You can take the evens. Okay, Corey.
Okie dokie.
All right. So I will start with the very first question. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
In the category of Spider-Man, who voices Wilson Fisk in Into the Spider-Verse? One of my favorite Spider-Man movies.
Probably my second favorite. Well, actually, yeah, my second favorite after No Way Home.
Same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Ryan.
Liev Schreiber.
That is correct for 1 point. Robert.
Liev Schreiber.
That is correct. 15-11. Correct?
Yep.
Yep.
That is correct. All right. Question number 2. The category is going to be in the realm of dramas. And the question is, what famous drummer does Andrew look up to at the beginning of Whiplash?
I'm sorry, Corey, you were cutting out for me, so I couldn't hear the question. All I heard was
Okay,
Whiplash.
I'll say it again. I'll give you a technical. What famous drummer does Andrew look up to at the beginning of Whiplash?
What an intense match so far. Round number 3, Ryan with 15, Robert with 11 right now.
Much like the actual movie Whiplash.
Yeah, very, very intense movie.
I wish I had Ryan's categories for quotes.
3,
I knew his.
2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
I said Neil Peart.
That is
That
incorrect.
incorrect.
And Ryan,
I wouldn't know either. I just wrote Dave Grohl.
also incorrect. Looking for Buddy Rich.
That's
And we are back where we were before.
Nothing changed.
Dad. It was one of something to do with Archer.
All right, in the category of classics, what specific present does George receive from Clarence at the end of It's a Wonderful Life?
Wow.
All right, we need answers in 5.
I'm gonna use an extension.
All right, Robert using his first extension. I will repeat the question for you. In the category of classics, what specific present does George receive from Clarence at the end of It's a Wonderful Life? Yeah, I do not hold back my punches when it comes to the later rounds of championship matches. You got to go harder on them.
Oh, I do remember those days.
I
5,
expect nothing less.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Ryan.
I mean, I believe he gives him a book. I don't know if the title of it. I think it's A Tale of Two Cities.
That is incorrect. Loss of 1 point, Robert.
I didn't remember. I said a Christmas ornament.
That is incorrect. The correct answer, it is a book, Ryan. It is a copy of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Damn. Okay.
Before I ask the question, if he just wrote book, would you still accept book, or do we need specific title?
He did
I
say
said-
specific answer. He
Okay.
said specific.
Okay, sorry about that.
So it's 9-13. Going into the final question of the game one, lose one.
Okay, alrighty. And your final question in the category, also in the category of 90s. And unfortunately, as much as I don't want to read this question because it involves an actor, I don't want to say his name anymore, but I have to. In 1994's The Shadow, what type of weapon did the main villain use to hold a city ransom?
I do want to thank Andrea Malabog for helping me write this question in particular.
It's like I refuse to say the main actor's name now in light of recent news.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
Is that a nuclear bomb?
I'll defer to Hunter on this.
Let's see what Ryan said.
Yeah, let's Ryan, show me your answer first.
I said an atomic bomb.
The atomic bomb is the correct answer.
And
All right, so we are back from the challenge, and because Robert said a separate type of bomb, not an atomic bomb, which is the answer we're looking for, we cannot accept that answer. So Ryan goes up to 14. Robert goes down to 8 at the end of round number 3. All right, so round number 4 works like this. Is the deep cuts round. We have a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer in different categories. Both competitors will write these answers down. They get it right, they get those points. Nothing happens if you miss it. You understand?
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. So, do you want the 2, 3, or 5 first?
I'll
Take.
do the 2.
All right. So give them their 2-pointer.
All right, gentlemen, here is your 2-point question. And just a reminder, nobody loses points in this round. Is that correct?
No. Yeah.
All right. It's been a while. It's been a while, folks. All right. So your 2-pointer in the deep cuts is going to come in the 2010s. And your question is, who plays James Holiday in Ready Player One?
I love this movie.
So do I. But here's the thing. Do you love it more than our fearless leader, Sandy Robinson?
That's not possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Ryan.
I'm blanking. Face,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'm blanking. The extension wouldn't have saved me.
All right, Robert.
Okay.
No answer. I got no answer.
Mark Rylance.
That is correct. 2 points.
Also known as the guy that stole Sylvester Stallone's Oscar.
All right, 14
Dude, he
10.
has a distinctive face, but Jesus.
Yep. All right, your 3-pointer in the category of video game movies. And your question is, in the classic Double Dragon, who has Victor write a check to the police department for how much money?
I like the term of that. Classic.
The classic.
I never saw this movie, but based on the way you're implying it, no thank you.
It's not good. It is horrible. It is that 90s video game movies where like it's not Mortal Kombat and all the rest of them suck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
Is that 100,000?
That is incorrect, Ryan.
I went with the Dr. Evil answer. 1 million.
You're
You're actually
$29 off.
$129 million.
$9 million.
Oh, $29 million.
100.
We're close, though.
Okay.
Huh.
I just remember it's got Robert Patrick and Alyssa Milano. That's
Yeah.
It does.
Oh,
And Scott Wolf.
All right, go ahead and give them their
Makes
5-pointer.
that makes all the sense in the world. Scott Wolf. All right,
But
and
Ding
your
Ding Dong
final,
wins in it too. Sorry.
okay,
Okay.
and your final question comes in the realm of horror/thriller, and no Scream. And sorry, we can't ask questions about the new Scream as much as I want to.
Damn it.
We can't.
Son of a bitch.
But the question is, but it isn't my favorite horror film of all time. In Jaws, while Tom Cassidy is talking with Brody, he says that he went to what school?
Yes, I did write this as a 5-pointer for someone who wrote Jaws. Who picked Jaws as a movie. That's the great thing about having backup questions that don't get used. You get like tons of different questions you get to use.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Robert.
I said Berkeley.
That
It's
is
incorrect.
correct. Ryan.
I thought he was right. I just wrote MIT.
Also looking for Trinity College.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where that is.
Trinity.
I forget if it was a big name or not, and it wasn't.
Honestly,
All
no
right,
idea where that
guys.
is.
So, at the end of round number 4, we have. Let me fix this up for you. Ryan with 14, Robert with 10. Going into the final round, the movie spin around. There are 6 movies on the wheel, 3 from Ryan, 3 from Robert. I will spin the wheel 3 times to bring up a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer question in different categories. We'll start with the person behind, which is Robert. The movies on the wheel today are The Sting, Remember the Titans, The Last Boy Scout, Next Friday, Searching, and Roman Holiday.
Mm.
And to the audience at home, and the best part about the audience watching at home, you guys can figure out and here's a fun little game for the audience at home. Try to figure out what each competitor requested.
Yep. All right. So I will spin the 2-pointer for Robert. Corey, you may ask him the question. All right,
So,
Robert,
I'd be
are you
delighted.
ready?
Yep.
Your spin is in,
This is going.
and it lands on searching. You do have one repeat, but you can only use it for a 2, 3, or your 5.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, so Robert's 2-point question in searching is going to be. One second, I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Yep. Okay, here's your question. Who plays Detective? Oh, sorry. Let me start over. Who plays Detective Vic in this film?
It's Grace if Will and Grace Deborah messing.
We would have accepted. I would have also accepted Grace from Will and Grace, but that is correct.
Yep. It's the weirdest casting you've ever seen, but it weirdly.
All right.
But, you know, it is.
Oh,
It
good.
throws you off.
I'm just saying, it's very weird.
All
Yeah,
right.
it
So
goes
in
off
order
the
for
first year.
Robert to pass it on to Ryan, are you ready for your 3-pointer?
Wait. Ryan, Robert is at 12, and Ryan's at 14. Don't we
Stick with me.
Yeah.
stay with Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
In order
Oh, I
for
thought you
to
said we were
pass-
going to Ryan.
That's what I was about to say.
No.
Oh, I thought. Sorry.
Yeah, in order to pass it back to Ryan,
Sorry.
we go to Robert. All right.
Yeah.
3-pointer,
Sorry,
you
everybody.
ready?
We've all been having technical issues, so I think maybe Corey just heard it's going to me.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's fine. All right. Your spin is in for your 3-pointer. It lands on the last Boy Scout.
Best luck I've ever had with a wheel.
All right, you're keeping it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna assume yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we go to his. Yeah, we get to his 3. All right. Will Lady Luck be kind to him? Let's find out. Here is your question in the category of the Last Boy Scouts, and it is: who performed the opening credits song?
Oh man. Oh shit.
I forgot who wrote this one, but thank you to anybody who wrote this one.
Oh, God.
I think it was Carrie.
Fuck. Damn it.
5.
Extension.
4.
All right.
The second
Excellent.
extension.
All right. Who performed the opening credits song?
Robert lost his challenge, by the way. Let's take it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I know it's the dude who did I've Had the Time of My Life, and his name is escaping me.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't remember. Robert something.
Incorrect. Robert something was actually, I believe, a stage name he probably did a while ago. But his real name was Bill.
Bill
How do you
Medley.
say it? Bill Medley.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
All right. So Hunter, I think we're in our situation. This is do or die time.
Robert's got his 5-pointer.
I will,
Yep.
I will
If he
say
hits
I
it-
am glad that movie was on the wheel because I never watched that film until last week.
All right. Well, if Robert, this is do or die time. If he hits it, it goes back to Ryan. However, if he misses it, then Ryan will be the Nerd Entertainment Champion by technical knockout.
All right, Robert, are you ready for your last spin?
Let's
Your
go.
spin is in. You do have one respin if you need to use it. Will you remember the
It's
Titans?
every Showdown competitor's nightmare.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this actually.
Okay.
I understand
Alrighty,
why
and-
it's your nightmare, I just don't get it.
and I wrote this one, so I'm sorry.
And by the way, before I ask the 5-pointer, because you did say it earlier, Carrie Webb, massive shout out to the question writers, myself, and Carrie and Chadwick Webb for writing these questions and addition for helping Hunter.
Yes.
Oh, at least I know who to attack for my next match.
Okay. All right, Robert, here we go. For your 5-pointer in Remember the Titans to stay alive, your question is, at the end of the film, we learned that Coach Boone had coached the Titans for how many more seasons?
Oh.
He does have one more extension.
I really should have watched these movies before I do this.
5, 4.
Extension.
You
All
just
right,
like
last
attention.
one. At the end of the film, we learned that Coach Boone had coached the Titans for how many more seasons?
Five, 4.
Good game, Ryan. I'm gonna say 9.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, and the Nerd Entertainment Champion, Caramel Mountain, Ryan Payne.
The final
Look-
score,
We,
14
the
to 12.
we were looking for 5 more years.
Okay.
The answer was 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, because high school does not fit to the regular football season. So
Now, Ryan, congratulations, man. You are the Undisputed Movie Trivia Challenge champion of the world. How you feeling, man?
well, one, I'm just relieved the pressure is off, but I'm also disappointed in myself because when it came with the deep cuts, it could have been anything, but those questions, I was like 2 and 3 right there on the top of my mind. But I spent most of my time just focusing on what I knew what was in front of me, which was the movies and the strengths for round 2. But like at the same time, deep cuts, who the hell knew it was going to be? So I was just gonna hopefully get lucky. And I will say that I knew going up against Robert, this was not going to be easy as hell. It wasn't easy when I went up against Joe and Antonio and Nerdom, and those guys threw me against the ringer. So I knew Robert was definitely a dangerous competitor, especially knowing that he beat my former faction mate Corey. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably spent the last couple of days just trying to find all the films on the list. Problem is, I couldn't find the thing, so I'm just glad I didn't get a chance to answer that in round 5.
Definitely. So we do have your next championship challenger because he did win the Last Stand Gauntlet. You will be taking on the quote Ryan Permison.
It's the
I'm not
Ryan's match.
laughing. I'm not laughing at who I'm facing. I am just shocked because I did a match against Ryan in the past where I came up short. So I think to quote Benicio del Toro in Marvel's What If, I think Karma's going to help me on this one.
Definitely. All right, man. That has been your winner and new Undisputed Movie Trivia Challenge champion, Ryan Penn. We right back with our runner-up, Robert Ghost Castner. Man, tough round 3, or tough round 5, I should say. You played incredible throughout this whole game, man. How you feeling?
I mean, to be honest, my attentions have been diverted in other places. So when I picked these movies and picked these things, it was a bit ago when it was more fresh in my mind, and I didn't get a chance to go back and revisit. So obviously that shows when you don't know the deep cuts, when you get a chance to review. Give all the credit to Ryan. He did much better in quotes, and he kept me at arm's length, and I didn't get a chance to catch up with the deep cuts. So credit to him. Again, just didn't get a chance to do everything that I wanted to do to prepare for this.
So, yeah, you said that you picked those movies when they were fresh on your mind. Do you regret picking those types of movies for your round 5?
No, because I just had to deep cut all of those for matches that just happened a bit ago. It's just I've watched 40 movies in that time probably, and stuff gets muddled, especially as I get older and my brain's as well. So no, I mean, if I could have planned ahead and thought about what things I would have been watching for the stuff that I have coming immediately down the pike, sure. But no, I don't regret what I picked. It's just I didn't get a chance to go back and revisit them. So whatever.
Yeah. Corey, so you have any questions for Robert that you want to ask him before we head out?
I have a couple questions, actually. Well, yeah, I think Robert brings up a good point about the deep cuts round, considering how we've seen Robert when it comes to this, and not only a full metal trivia, where I said at the top of the show, it's like the tortoise and the hare situation, where it's like slow and steady and then comes back with a force. But yeah, it happens to most people where it's like you either you think you get the film that you're ready for, and then all of a sudden it's like you just get a whole bunch of questions you weren't prepared for. So my question is, what are you going to do differently to try to go back to get that belt?
Not have a bunch of other matches around when this one happens. Probably be the best thing to do.
Probably be best.
Yeah, probably be best. No, I mean, I'll just go back in the lab and maybe I'll pick better quote categories or whatever. I always thought I was really good at Tarantino, but my Tarantino knowledge is apparently just went in one ear and out the other lately. Although I think that was a pretty hard quote. Either way, we'll reassess and we'll come back at some point and see how this goes.
Definitely. All right, that has been.
And also, I want to point out that shuffleboarding does begin at 6 o'clock. Does begin at 6 o'clock tonight. In case you want to join me at shuffleboarding for like champion retirement at Vista del Boca.
Sounds good.
All right,
I'll see you there.
Robert Ghost Castner will be right back at a very, very close matchup. Only 2-point difference. Robert just not having the best round 3, and Ryan really showed up tonight. He was able to keep Robert at a distance and then just kept adding on his lead. Very interesting turn of events here because now we have two I'm going to say non-seasoned competitors going into a championship match. That shows that this year anything can happen, especially with the old guard of the first 2 seasons kind of still in the mix, but also new blood is showing up, and I love seeing that. Corey?
Yep. I mean, it shows you why we have come. It shows you why Nerd Entertainment has come a long way. That we're seeing a bunch of new players coming in. Obviously, old players are still in the mix, and yeah, you always got to change it up and try new things. So, very to see where we go from here.
Definitely. All right, guys. This has been Ground Zero. If you guys did like this, hit that button, subscribe to Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.